Hello everyone, this is Buildershed here, and today we are reviewing Deepin. Sorry for not doing a Minecraft episode today instead, because for some reason I didn't have ideas in mind for that. And I just felt like I want to do another distro review, but today we're reviewing Deepin. So Deepin is a is a Debian based distribution. So all your normal sudo apt install stuff should work. So basically installing packages is basically easy like this. So sudo apt install. Let's think neofetch. Do they have that? Nope, no neofetch. Let's think of another one. Oh boy. I'm gonna get neofetch on here at some point. It's a Chromium based browser. No, but it looks like it. So I'll probably discuss some other things about this in a bit. So let's just do something. Do they have this in here? Dang it. Screw it, we're doing it at home. Plasma desktop? So that I think I'm gonna be counting something off here for quite obvious reasons. Though I'm pretty sure you can still download your .deb files and deal with those. And you also have an app store where you can get stuff like download apps from. Do you have Chrome already on here? But anyways, so I think one thing to mention about this is that this is a Chinese distribution of Linux. So there's going to be quite some things I'm going to have to deal with. And that's going to be even a bigger point I'm going to mention later. Like, there's a reason why you're on this browser, you're literally, your three default searches are Baidu, Sogu, and 360. Like, you know, just skirt. Let's just Tiananmen Square. Let's just. Oh my lord. You know, we go to Google. Like, this is just to show you how, like, censored China is. So, Tiananmen Square. So, you search that on there. And now you're searching on Baidu. It's like... Like, these are... Like, think about this is... Here's this over here, and here's this over here. Okay. It's what you call censored search results. And since this is a Chinese-based distribution, like, you're going to like get some crappy stuff going on over here, and of course, half your app, like your repos, are not going to have as much stuff for this. Also, most of like the users for this are over in China. Another thing to mention overall is that, just is that like it's going to be quite hard to get some support for this distro in English. I'm going to refer you to a good alternative to Deepin as well that uses similar stuff but isn't like fully based in China. So let's just get a good old, just get Chrome on here. So another fun fact to mention, Deepin now is only a Debian based. Back in the day, it used to also be a Ubuntu based as well. So this wasn't always completely Debian based. And also didn't always run on this desktop environment too. So I think the other thing to bring up here is this desktop environment. This desktop environment, so back, so now like we're going to install Chrome. So this is its own installer. So continuing on about the desktop environment. So a desktop environment is actually quite nice looking. In fact, I believe it's it was voted once as one of the best looking desktop environments out there. So, and I believe you can get it on other distributions of Linux. So, but here's the thing: this desktop environment can be demanding. In fact, Deepin can be a little demanding as well. In fact, an installer actually wanted at least 64 gigabytes of hard drive space and 128 gigabytes recommended. So, I think y'all may need to look out for that. But for now, let me just turn this off and turn to dark, as I like my dark themes, and also so this is actually faster. So now Google Chrome is done installing. Okay, yeah, this browser is Chromium based. But even with that, like, I'm gonna undock that because I just don't prefer that browser. Like, not gonna lie, I'd rather use Chrome. Like, I'd use any browser over one developed in China, because I don't want my privacy being taken up by Chinese government. And later, let's say into the 2020s or later in 2020s or 2030s, you go to war with China, and myself gets drafted in. And guess what? China knows. Oh ho ho! There goes me, my entire dang family. So, as you can install packages like that, back onto Deepin itself. Let's get to customizing. So, like I said, you can turn this on and off, but I'm gonna keep it off because it's quite demanding for the virtual machine. So, let's find something that we can use. I'm gonna scroll around. So, in general, overall, we can change the icon themes. So you can change it to papyrus. You like that? Which I would say there's probably there's definitely a lot of people out there that like papyrus, and it is a commonly used one. Vintage. We just like to be that old school. Yeah, I don't know why that doesn't want to open up. Please open up. And of course, got the normal one. And then got the classics. But I'm going to keep it on Bloom because it's a really good looking one. And I may actually try to get that one installed on my actual guest hosts. Because I really like that icon theme. Now we got some more. We got cursors. Let's just go Bloom Dart because this is a really good freaking looking cursor, man. Also fonts. Let's look for my favorite font. Wow, it doesn't even exist. That sucks. So it looks like... So it definitely looks like there's not much customization. Though I'm pretty sure there's some more. So you first of all, you can change your wallpaper. It's really good. Like, it's really cool how they let you change your wallpaper. Like right now, it's loading some wallpapers I can choose. Even though this wallpaper looks good, I like a different one. Let me just use that one because it's really nice looking. So now you got the file manager here. And this is a good file manager itself. So, whilst this may have been a short one, though I'm probably going to end the review off here. Though I'm going to say some things. So first of all, like for some of the reasons I mentioned earlier, even though this distro is beautiful, I wouldn't use this distro I wouldn't use this as a daily driver because it's just straight up like for security reasons. Remember, this Chinese-based distro, it literally you got a Chinese search engine Baidu as one, and let me use that example from earlier. And look. Look, it ain't there. Like, this thing's already a little sus, like in some areas. You also got, like what I mentioned earlier, from looks of it, there doesn't look like there's a white package selection you can find on here. There maybe in the store, but though at least you can still download .deep files and install them. You're not prevented from doing that. Though, having to admit, this distro is really well made, though. The installer looks really cool. They have a nice looking grub theme going. The entire theme of this desktop environment is hot. No. I did literally made this look really well from the straight down up. So if I'm giving this a rating, I would probably rate it. I would definitely probably rate it a 7. If it didn't have all these like if this distribution was made in the U.S., I'd probably give, or anywhere other than China or Russia, and anywhere other than a country that's known for having for producing software security issues. I'd probably rate this distribution a 9 out of 10. And the reason why I would have said 9 out of 10 would be because if it was made elsewhere, there'd also be a lot more there'd also be a lot more packages in the repository and stuff. But since there's a lot of concerns I have with this security wise, I'd drop it down to, I'd say, a 7 out of 10, or maybe a 6 out of 10. I'd probably go with the 6.5 out of 10 because security concerns knock it down. Low package availability. Though since it is Deepin based, it's stable and stuff. But when you got stuff like the security concerns I mentioned, your tech support and stuff being like your tech support, like any support you're gonna get is more likely going to be in Chinese, as well as the fact a lot more that this distro is not geared towards Western customers, like Western audiences. It's directed more towards an Oriental audience. I'm sorry, people found that racist. I'm say hello to my fist, but anyway, so I'm staying at a 6.5 out of 10 for this distro. Security concerns, low package availability. Really kind of difficult to get support for this distro. So, to bring up the alternative I mentioned, it's Ubuntu DDE. It's a Ubuntu-based distribution. In fact, I already have a virtual machine of it, but I'm not going to show it because, guess what? The distro I'm reviewing for 1,000 subscribers is in there somewhere, but it's not Ubuntu DDEs. Yep. So, this is Buildershed here. Hope to see y'all next time. See ya!